Alright everybody, Michael Parr. Yep, I live at number 6 Lodore Close, West Bridgeford, Gamston, NG2 6RZ. If anyone out there has got any problems with me, you know where I live, you can happily come and get me. There's a few accusations going around at the minute. I don't know what they are. They're on my brother's page and his wife's page. I've been blocked so I can't see them and I can't respond. But there's accusations going around, but things are supposed to be my fault and everything and that, because he's got his own problems and everything. Well, here's how I see things from my point of view. Yeah, your wife's upset. Well, my babe's upset. This all kicked off for me when I had a team called Team Finger and everything. I spent 9 years of my life building up my fishing career. My brother come back from Wales and everything. Stephen Jeffrey Parr, Steph Parr Carpangler, whatever one you want to call yourself. My brother Stephen, basically. He come back from Wales. He was living at various different locations and everything and that. Started talking to me while he was living in West Bridgeford and everything and that. And he was living up at, Snenton and that lot. So I let Stefan onto my fishing team, which I fell out with my twin brother William because I let Stefan onto my fishing team. I was just trying to give Stefan the benefit of the doubt. He's telling me he's grown up and everything and he's changed. So obviously, to give him the benefit of the doubt, I let him on my fishing team. A few months after that, he introduced Lee Derek Henson to my fishing team. I thought, this guy seems a bit slow and everything and that, but because it's his wife's brother and everything, I'll give him a benefit of the doubt of the well, let him on my team. He was slowly learning how to learn the ropes and stuff. Yeah, man. Didn't too good being a marshal, he wasn't too good at that, so that didn't last very long. And next minute, you know, he gets stung by an online paedophile hunting group called Silent Justice by a guy called Gary Shields. Yeah, man. Nice one for catching him, because I didn't know that Lee Derek Henson was a paedophile. He was living at number 27 George Road when all this happened. Yeah, man. Anyway, Lee Henson gets arrested. Yeah, man. Goes back to his flat. My brother, obviously, is living in the flat downstairs at the back. That's where Silent Justice knocked on and everything and they managed to get hold of Lee. But obviously, because my brother's flat got targeted, he had to get a new flat. Meanwhile, Lee Derek Henson is now living safe at his mum's house in Top Valley. Yep, so that's where he is. I can give you the address if you want as well. I can happily put that online. Yeah, man. My brother got his new flat. I can even give you his address as well. So if anybody's looking for Stefan but has problems with Stefan, you know where to find him. And I can tell you where to find him. So he's not living at 27 George Road now. He's now living at a different flat on a different road. But it's not far from his old location. As I've said, my address is out there. And I can happily put his out there as well. I'm not afraid to do so. The second time I had to get rid of a fishing team, he was bossing me about and everything, bullying me. I was supposed to be borrowing £1,000 off him originally to help clear my credit card debts and stuff. I just started on a welding course. He goes to me, oh no, if you get your own PPE for your welding and everything, you can't have your grand, you're not allowed to have your grand and stuff. Fair enough, mate. Don't give me my grand, I still got to get my PPE. So I got my PPE and passed my course. Buzzing! I bumped into him as I was walking past the side of the EA and everything, which is the Environment Agency at the River Trent in Nottingham. He's like, yeah, man. Went back to his, had a cup of coffee, like trying to make things back up and everything, well, because I fell out with him when I was on my welding course and that. Yeah, man. Asked him again, can I borrow £1,000 and that to help me clear my debts, even though I'd only had a couple of payments left on it. And he knew I was going to use the rest of it to help pay off my babes, and he's still trying to make out I'm conning him out of that, which I wasn't. I was going to genuinely use it to clear my credit card debts and pay off my babes as well. So, no, I wasn't trying to con you out of £1,000, mate. But you failed to forget when you was living in Beeston and I borrowed you all that money and everything to get all this and that lot and whatnot, God knows what lot, before you fucked off to Wales and come back married and everything with Rebecca Parr. And this is where all this thing's kicking off at this minute in time and everything. You went to my sister's house, as far as I know. Things went missing from my sister's house, as far as I know. I can't say if they did, I can't say if they didn't, because I didn't see them items. But from my point of view, it seems a little bit suspicious when very, 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 very similar items are sold online on Spock, and obviously there is marks on certain items and everything and that, which you managed to get back from yours and your wife's and everything, but it turned out it was the kids' games and everything. So obviously my sister's going to be upset because it turns out that you did have the stuff from the house. So my sister's obviously gone to the police and everything and that, and reported that you stole stuff from the house. Yeah man, I got dragged into it because of a watch. Yep, the same watch I got as compensation for when Lee Derek Henson got stung by a paedophile hunting group, Silent Justice 6 by Gary Shields. Yeah man, and we had to clear out Lee Derek Henson's flat, which I wasn't too happy about because there was bags of shit under the bed, under the sofa and everything, and I literally picked a couple up and one of them popped and went all over my hand, so I know there was bags of shit. That's just pure fucking nasty, man. What kind of person shits in a bag and puts it underneath the fucking sofa? Can't even walk to a toilet fucking 5 feet away. And what the fuck? But anyway, I had a watch out of the bag as a part of the compensation. And yeah man, one of the watches and everything was supposed to have been in the bag, was supposed to be an alibi for like proof, but the watch but went missing from my sister's wasn't the watch but the one about. I don't know. All I can say is if I saw a nice watch in a bag of watches, I would have took that watch instead of the beat up watch I've got now. I'll show you this watch right now. This watch here, it's got scratches on it. 2 of the buttons don't work and the light doesn't work. A nice sick ass watch went missing from my sister's house, along with jewellery, computer games, DS's and phones. Yeah mum, my brother tried to say but the watch they sold on Spock was in the bag of watches with this one, and I can prove that the watch but went missing from my sister's wasn't the watch but went missing from my sister's. It's a different watch but it was in the bag with these watches. Well, if there was a nice watch in that bag of watches, don't you think I would have had that one instead of this one, mate? Come on. So, obviously, that sort of blew his alibi out of the water because there wasn't a nice, decent watch in the bag like he was making out. And it wasn't the same as the watch and everything, but it was sold online. I got this, not no sick-ass watch. Anyway, my sister's house got robbed. I don't know if it was Stefan or Rebecca. I can't prove or disprove that. But anyway, Stefan's kicking off. First, he tried to blame my fucking brother and his missus, but they haven't been there for ages, so that didn't work. And then he tried to say, oh, it could have been my sister's kids taking them outside, and they probably lost them outside and everything. No, the kids wouldn't do that. If the kids did that, well, how did they end up on your Stefan Parr's wife, which is Rebecca Parr? How did they end up on her Spock being sold online? I don't know. I can't explain that. I don't go on Spock. I don't know how Spock works. But I can go online, and how is any of this my fault when the stuff's on your wife's name and everything, your wife's name, being sold online? How's that my fault? I didn't make an account in your wife's name. I didn't sell them items online in your wife's name. So, any of the problems that's coming your way because stolen items are being sold online is not my fault. I got pulled into this because of a watch I got out of a bag as I was fucking dealing with that fucking pedo fucking shit. Yeah, mum. I can even fucking tell his address. I fucking had enough of this shit, man. I got a good mind to give everybody's addresses out. So if anybody's looking for anybody and anybody's after anybody, they can go there and they can deal with it. If anybody's after me, as I've said at the beginning of the video, my address is number 6, Lodore Close, Lodore Close. I live in West Bridgeford, Gamston, GAMSTON, NG26RZ. You can happily come round to my house. I've got nothing to hide or nothing to be afraid of. So if anybody wants to come and beat me up, you can happily come and beat me up. It doesn't bother me. I'm not scared. One bit me. I'm not scared. Yeah, man. It's not my fault you and your wife are being done for whatever you're being done for. That's not my fault. I didn't take anything from my sister's house. I've been there 2 probably 3 times. As he was getting taken and everything down to Cudmore when we was marshalling Carping for Heroes, and we stopped off at my mum's, that's 1. And then when we was being taken to Drayton and everything and that lot, and we was on the way back at the age of 2, probably 3. I don't know if I've been twice or 3 times. I'm not very good with numbers, they bounce in my head. Yeah, Mum, I'm not trying to use any excuses or anything like that. I'm not even going to bring anything of that issue into it, because I'm not going to even go there. But no, none of this is my fault or my problem. I didn't destroy my first fishing team. A paedophile called Lee Derek Henson did, when he went round using company names. Example, DNA Baits. He's still got that on his profile to this day, even though he has nothing to do with DNA Baits, never has been. But he still put it on his profile as part of their team. That's a load of bullshit. But anyway, that paedophile got my first team fucked up. All my sponsors dropped me and everything. That was my compensation for it. That was all supposed to be the alibi to get my brother out of trouble. But it didn't work, because I didn't see no nice watch in the bag. I just saw that one was the best one in there and I grabbed it. Because I'd lost all my sponsors and everything. You don't see me kicking off. I just had that as compensation for cleaning up the flat. And that was supposed to have been in the flat, but I didn't even see the bag come out of the flat. I just know there was a bag of watches, and this one was in it, and I had it. Yeah, Mum. I ain't nicked nothing, so I got no to worry about there. Yeah, Mum, you make out I'm a flirt and everything. My babe knows I flirt. I've already explained that in my video just before Christmas, why I flirt and everything. I flirt to be nice. It's not because I'm trying to get in your knickers and I want to fuck or anything like that. I flirt because I'm trying to be nice. Even if you're a person I don't even know, I'll flirt with you. You're someone I know, I'll still flirt with you. Doesn't bother me. Male, female, I'll flirt with you because it's what I do and it's having a laugh. It's just make people go, huh? What? You weren't expecting me to come out with something like that. You never know what I'm going to come out with next. And some people don't like that. They try to make me shut up in the background, saying, oh, if you do this, I'm going to do that. If you do that, I'm going to do this. Swinging your arms, swinging your threats of violence and everything like that. Kicking off and all that lot. Well, if you kick off, you're just going to make yourself look more like a dickhead. Make yourself look more guilty. Why would you be lashing out if you have got nothing to hide, if you've done nothing wrong? Why are you lashing out? Trying to wreck people's careers, slinging false accusations about. Yeah, Mum, my dog's underfed. My doggy is just here. He's 25.8 kilos. I weighed him at the vets this morning. I didn't know if he was 25.6 or 25.8. He fluctuates between the two depending if he's had a shit or not. But he's 25.8 kilos when I took him to the vets this morning and had him weighed. If you think that's underfed, something's quite wrong there, mate. He eats half my dinner, I eat half of his dinner. He's got munchies down there in his bowl and everything now. It's like, yeah, Mum, he's never underfed. Never has been. He goes on mileage walkies. I take him up to the gun turrets. I'm not telling him where they're more because that's my nice little quiet space I like to get away. I take him up to Cockgrave Heron Lakes, and from there I take him up to Hackett's Lakes, which is a nice loop all the way along the Grand from Canal up to Cockgrave Heron Lakes, and from there along the Cockgrave Lane all the way down to the Hackett's Lakes. I cut down the side of the Hackett's Lakes onto the mile-long water sports centre at the National Water Sports Centre. I ran the assault course on the top end of the water sports centre all the way back down the other side and back home. So that's a nice little mission for him. I've got quite a few spots where I'll go fishing, so I'm going to be building a fishing team and everything soon, everybody. And I'm going to start getting on working on my sponsors back. I've got one back already, even though I'm a solo carper at the minute. I've explained to my sponsor and everything and that I'm not in a team at the minute because I've had to get rid of my second one because of a bully. Because I'm not being bullied by my brother Stefan. Your threats of violence don't bother me. You can kick off, as I said, you just make yourself look like a dickhead. And if you hit me, I can get you done for assault. And hopefully, you'll get sent to prison. I can get you out of my bald-headed life. Because I just want to get on with my life. I'm trying to find a fucking job, man. And I can't focus on that. Because I've got you and your wife putting shit in the background every 2 minutes. Making false accusations about people. Trying to fuck up their career. and everything, because you've got nothing else to do apart from sit there smoking weed thinking, what can I do to make someone else feel upset? Because I'm upset because I'm not getting my own way, or this person thinks that about me and that person thinks this about me. I don't care what people think about me, mate. I don't care if people think I'm a womanizer because I flirt or anything like that. I can say it's better to be a womanizer than a woman beater. I've never hit one of my girlfriends. How many girlfriends have you hit but you've been done for? People don't know that, but yeah, they do now, don't they? I can come up with other stuff and everything as well. Remember, you're not the only one that sits down, listens to people talking about the problems and stuff. Yes, you've heard me talking about me and my babe, and you've heard my babe talking about me and everything. Yes, we've argued because of me flirting and everything and that. I've already explained why I flirt and who I flirt with and everything. Yep, my babe knows I'm not going to go anywhere when I do flirt. She knows I'm not going to touch him, and she trusts me. That's all I need. I don't care about anybody else. I got my babe to think about, my son to think about, my doggy to think about, and a job to think about. You alright, dude? I'll let you go upstairs because I'm on a live feed at the minute, mate. So I don't want anyone getting in the background, but don't need to be on it. Love you too, dude. That's my son, bless him. I was like, yeah. So, how is any of your problems my problems? I didn't go around nicking anything. I didn't destroy my fishing team. You introducing a paedophile to my fishing team destroyed my first fishing team. You being a bully, trying to boss me about, trying to make me enter a match next year. Well, this is about last year. He was trying to make me enter a match this year when I didn't have the money for it. I had to think about my welding course, but he's more interested in trying to enter a competition so we can fish against his mate in a finals match. Well, it's going to have to be a singles match now because you've lost your team partner. That's because you're being a bully. I'm not standing up being bullied. No, I've been bullied all my life, man, because I'm ginger, I'm bold, I got manky teeth. Yeah, man, my feet stink, my armpits stink. Yeah, I've been bullied and picked on all my life, man. I've had enough of it, so I'm standing up now. I'm saying, if you want to hit me, Stephen Jeffrey Parr, Steph Parr Carp Angler, because I'm telling it how it is, but you and your wife, Rebecca Parr, got caught nicking things from my sister Lisa Marie Jones's house. Sorry, Lisa, I didn't mean to name you, but it needs to be done. Yeah, everybody. My sister Lisa Marie Jones got robbed by my brother Stephen and his wife Rebecca, and sold the stuff online on Spock and tried to make out, but it wasn't their stuff, it was other stuff, but they got off the mum in a bag with this, and I never seen that in the bag, so that's a lie. I was like, yeah, how is any of that my fault? That's not. You pulled me into it when you tried to use me as your alibi. No, you pulled me into it when you introduced the nonsense to my team, not me. You made me get rid of my second team by being a bully. So that's the paedophile named and exposed. Paedophile Lee Derek Henson is living in Top Valley. Yep. The bullies exposed. Yeah, man, I've made it up with two of them, so they don't need to be named now because they've apologised to me, and one of them only a couple of months ago, one of them years back, because he did feel guilty about putting a fag out on my head, and he apologised straight away. I forgave them bullies. But my other bully, Stephen Jeffrey Parr, that keeps on bullying and bullying and bullying and bullying, trying to manipulate it, trying to make everybody feel sorry for his wife because she's upset and everything, and she's suffering mental health. I suffer mental health. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. I can get on with shit. I can focus on shit when shit's not getting in my way, and my mental health's not an issue. It is, but it isn't, because it's under control with meds. Not my spliff, I'm on about proper meds. It's under control. So I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I'm not going to use it to try and claim sympathy every time something's not going my way, going, oh, my wife's upset, you need to think about my wife. No one stopped to think how my wife's feeling, blah, 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 blah. Well, I don't care about your wife. I don't care about how she's feeling. I don't care about you. I don't care about your feeling. All I care about is how my babe's feeling, how my son's feeling, how my dog is feeling. I don't even care how I feel, because all I want to do is work and spend money. I can treat my babe and everything. And then when I see them happy, then I'm happy. Until that day, I won't be happy until I get a job. Nothing can make me happy until I get a job, and then I can treat my babe and my little man and my dog. And then I can start focusing on my fishing and my shooting and everything. But now, you didn't understand that. You was making demands, I need to do this now, do that now and everything, because it's no good for you, because you got to plan your dates for your fishing and everything and that. Well, you're going to have to plan a solo fishing now, aren't you? Because sleepless coppers have gone, mate. There's nobody on the team apart from you and your wife. Everybody else has gone. You can add them back to it, but how can you fish when there's only a couple of people in a map? No. You need at least 6 people in a team to get put on a scoreboard under a team name. You and your wife and probably 2 of your mates, but you can add back on there. It's not going to be a full team. I've got loads of my mates waiting to be joined on my team, and I can restart it, build up my sponsors without you, and now your bullshit. I know, I'm just rabbiting on that, but I needed to get it out there. Paedophile, Lee Derek Henson, living in Top Valley. I can give you his address if you need it. Stephen Jeffrey Parr, he was living at 27 George Road. He's now moved to a new location. I can also give you his address if anybody needs it. If anybody's after him or anything like that, I can give it you. Yeah, mum, same as Rebecca Parr and everything. If she's caused anybody any problems, I can also give you the same address, because it's the same one as Stephen's. If anybody's after me, wants to beat me up, wants to kick my head in, as I've told you, my address is number 6, Low Door Close, NG2 6RZ, and I'm in West Bridgeford, Gamston. I can even show you a letter right now with my postal address on it. So you can see, I'm not lying. That is my address. I'm not going to show you the details of a letter because it's a capital one, and you don't need my capital one details. That's just saying my credit limit's gone up since I cleared it and everything, but I've chopped my card up, so I'm not spending on that fucker again. I was like, no. I only had that at the time because I needed it. I didn't go begging to my mum, sisters, brothers, or anything like that for money. I went to Capital One and asked them for money. The reason you haven't got a Capital One or any other debts, because you begged it off my mum, my sister, my brothers and everybody, and you've never needed to worry about it. You haven't got them people helping you now, and I'm not asking them to help me. You're trying to make out, but my sister's fucking got her claws into me and everything. I'm going to be her next victim. No, you haven't been a victim. She's been the victim when she got robbed. Innit? You're only coming out with all this crap now. It's trying to get sympathy for your wife because you got caught being a thief. Yeah, that's how I'm seeing it, because you wouldn't be lashing out if you wasn't guilty. You'd be trying to talk civilised and sorting it out like that. No, you spent the last months having digs at everybody in the background, stirring the pot, winding people up and everything. You didn't stop to think mum's in hospital and everything. You didn't even ask if my mum's alright. You're more concerned that your wife's upset because you got caught being a thief. My babe's just lost her mum, our mum's in hospital, and you're more upset that your wife's got caught being a thief. Lashing out at everybody with your fists and violence and threats and false accusations. I'm sick of all this bullshit. That's all I can say. I'm sick of all this bullshit. I want to get on with my life, if I can, without you fucking putting more bullshit in the background. I don't care what you're saying. I don't care what accusations you sling. I can prove that they're all bullshit. My dog isn't starved, he's not underfed, he's perfectly healthy, happy as a lambing pig rolling around in shit. Basically, he's happy as Larry. Yep, he's not underfed or anything like that, so you can't sling them accusations around. He's not mistreated or anything like that, so you can't sling them accusations around. He's perfectly healthy, as the vet seen this morning when I took him to the vets to be weighed. He's perfectly healthy. He's got a little cyst on his neck there and everything that's going to be removed, but apart from that, he's perfectly healthy. And dogs do get cysts and everything. It's the nature of staffs. Some get them, some don't. But my dog's got a little cyst on his neck, but it's being removed soon. That's why I was at the vets and everything, not just getting him weighed. How do I clear my debt so fast? I do backhand jobs here and there. That's how I managed to get the money from a welder and everything. Oh yeah, thank you Lisa for taking me to London to pick up Bertie welding and everything and bringing me back home. No, Stefan, she's not trying to get any money out of me or anything like that, trying to con me to get a holiday or anything like you're making out she was doing. She's not like that. She's a fucking professional, mate. Why would she do that? Think about it. That's just you coming out with that bullshit because you got caught being a thief. And now you're trying to make other people's life a misery. People will see through your bullshit. It's all going to backfire, I can assure you that. People know who I am. People know I flirt. People know I'm not trying to get in the knickers and have a fuck. People know I've got no money. I was in debt. I'm not now, but I've still got no money because I haven't got a job, so I'm on the dole. Hate being on the dole, so I'm doing whatever I can to find a job so I can get off of it, if possible, hopefully soon. It just seems it's a little bit hard when you apply for a job and fucking 500 people are applying for the same job. Yeah, I know I've got a bald head, but it's not easy standing out above all them other people that have been welding longer than I have and got more skills than me. I'm still a beginner. I passed my course and everything, but I still class myself as a beginner. I'm always going to be learning. Every day I learn something new. Like the other day and today I'm learning, but I'm not putting up with this bullshit. I don't need this bullshit. I'll do whatever I can to fucking solve this fucking problem and get it over and fucking done with so I can live my life. It's just fucking stupid, man. How people go about. All because they're not getting their own way. Someone's said or done something to upset them. They'll do whatever they can then to make their life for the rest of the life a misery. It's madness. Pure madness. Absolutely madness. Well, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, you're not going to bring me down off my cloud. I'm not going to bother thinking about you. I've got too much to think about. Getting a job. I've got smoke in my eye, it hurts. I've got a job to find. I've got time to be thinking about your bullshit. It's not my fault you and your wife got caught and everything, selling stuff on Spock. I didn't nick nothing, it's not my fault. Your problems are your own problems. If I've got any problems I've made for myself, I can happily sort it out myself. If anybody wants to come to my house, you know where I live. I won't happily talk about it. If you just want to beat me up, you can beat me up and get it solved that way. But either way, I'm not going to let you bother me. I'm not going to let you affect me. My life's going to go on without you. So, goodbye Stefan Pa. Goodbye Rebecca Pa. I don't need none of your shit in the background. You can do one. Bye. I'm going to live my life.